Searching Twitter on Facebook. Trying to search obvious autism. I'm sitting here searching Twitter. What the fuck?
It'd be like that. If you're watching right now, which you might not be because we don't know if it's actually streaming.
I don't even think it's streaming.
No, we are.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it says not what I want it to say, so that's an issue.
What does it say? Your name?
It says, yes, it says Alejandra Tejeda live, and that is me. Oh, we look nice.
Cool. Turn that sound down.
I just have to do some. Oh.
Oh.
What?
Huh.
What was my title?
Insert.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are my headphones. Really? I should have got all this stuff before.
We see.
We're not used to this, man. It's everything different now. Everything is different now. Wait, does it have subtitles or something?
Oh,
OMG.
we are accessible based.
Hey, look it. Yo, OMG. Look at us. We you know, if you're deaf, hard of hearing, you probably still won't be able to understand
Yes,
because it's probably not going to get most of our words correct. But however,
this is
it's possible.
Yes.
It's possible that you might be able to. Why can't I share this? What's going on? I don't want to copy the link. I want to share the thing.
You better restart this.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, once we get,
It says
y'all
around
can watch
the live.
back this. Yes, I'm updating that because what the frick. Update all. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, let me.
But look at our logo on my head. It's very cute.
Okay. What does it say?
Still says Alejandra Tejeda live, but
What if I just erase that here? How about that? What would happen if I just erased that? Can I make a watch party? Oh yeah, start a watch party, boy.
Kyra said,
Yo.
Hey Kyra.
Facts. Hey.
We're gonna get started in a minute because we're stupid and obviously don't know how to use technology anymore, but we're also trying new shit because
we're trying to get fancy on y'all.
You see, we got our logo here. We pay money for that. Too much money.
Hey.
Okay. Thank you, Kyra. That's love and appreciation. And we love you as well.
Yo, we love what you're doing for real. All your pictures, all your aesthetic.
Fuck that. Kyra mad funny on Snapchat or Instagram.
All right, watch party going. So, yeah.
Okay.
I think there's another person watching now.
Nice.
Which is cool.
Make it shareable. Can you share it?
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
What's the meaning of that? Hold on. Let me make it public. Wait. Leave for now. Why does it make me want to leave? Like, why can't I leave the watch party without leaving the watch party?
I just want y'all all to know Facebook has always done this.
Facebook is like the worst platform for like life. Anyway. Oh, we should invite people. Like. All right, let me get it.
We're just inviting some motherfuckers. What happened to the invite all button that used to exist?
Harry, why not? All these people, why not? Hey, come watch it.
Hey, I figured it out. I'm smart sometimes.
Okay.
Okay. We're almost there. Soon and very soon. What's funny is that we could have told people we were going to do it today.
Yeah, we could have done it earlier while we were like sitting downstairs, literally living our best lives. But, whatever.
Right. People are here for these mistakes.
People, it's called obvious nonsense for a reason, I think.
If you didn't know, last year we did a show called Insert Name Here, and we're bringing it back. It's where we talk shit about politics. and other stuff, but mainly local politics and sometimes national politics. But right now, we might focus on local stuff mainly because there's so much bullshit happening.
My enemy, Marty Walsh.
My
focus on that.
My enemy, most of the city council. My enemy, Marty Walsh. Yes, my enemy, most of his
everybody he what's it called? Everybody he appoints is my enemy, probably. But yeah. So if you don't know, I'm Malachi. That's Alejandra.
Mm-hmm, that's
we correct. Are one half of Obvious Nonsense. Together we're one half.
You doing that math? I was like, I'm one half and you're one half.
No, together we're a singular
this is some BLA math.
Half of Obvious Nonsense. You know, I gotta say, BLA math teachers, y'all know what y'all are. Y'all know what y'all did. There's like 3 good math teachers at BLA. Sorry, love you, but some of y'all I really don't love. But you know, anyway. So we're here. It's the Ronies outside. We haven't been here since like this time last year.
Yeah, even a little before that, yeah.
So
it's a bit strange. It's hard to come, like, we've been planning on coming back and doing this for a couple months, but especially when the Ronies hit, it's kind of hard to talk about this shit. This shit not fun.
And especially when like all the protesting started and it really got like super active. It got kind of
it got kind of wild. And shout out to all the people that made the protest possible. The 5 million that have happened since like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, shout out to everybody organizing and doing all that stuff. I'm with you. A lot of these people, my people, like we done work with, you know, a lot of the folks who are organizing stuff out here, and we're proud to have worked with them. And you know, we're doing that work. We're out there doing that work still. So
and keep vandalizing people's homes.
You know, all I'm gonna say is whether you vandalize, you don't vandalize. That's not my business. My business is that you harass the hell out of them. Like make it like, yo, Marty Walsh really did not like that people were standing outside of his house. Stand outside that man's house forever and ever and ever. I'll stand with you. I really don't like Marty Walsh. Like I'm really making a Marty Walsh diss track. Like I got a homie to make a freaking diss track with. I got some homies to make a Marty Walsh diss track. It's about to be fire. It's about to be the best thing out of Boston since. Anyway. Anyway, no, I'm kidding.
And facts. Anyways, so one of the first topics, I guess we'll go to. What do we want to start with actually? Because the order I wrote it in wasn't a real order.
I guess we could. Let's start with like Corona.
Okay, just Corona in general.
Yeah.
Wear your mask, please. Don't be acting stupid. Like wear a mask. Like I don't like to wear a mask. Like, when I go on a walk, I don't even be wearing it that much. But when I see people, I be like...
I mean, you need to get some fresh air. But, like, yeah, I think mask wearing is super important. Especially after watching all those things about, like, how the particles travel. Like, just wear a mask. Like, I know you can smell your own breath. Brush your teeth more often. Like,
brush your tongue. That's what you really need to be brushing. If your breath bothers you so much, please brush your tongue.
Chew gum. Yeah, but I think, like, you know... on the topic of Corona as like a whole thing, like it's still happening and our government is behaving as if it's gone away, and it's really strange to me. Like I guess we can just scroll into the school thing because that's where my brain is pushing. Because today Betsy DeVos and Trump were talking ridiculous about, oh, schools should open to full capacity, they should open to full like it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Like it's I'm trying to really figure out, like, truly, like, think about a classroom full of kindergartners. Like, y'all know I have a classroom full of 5-year-olds. How the fuck are you supposed to keep them 6 feet apart? How the fuck are you gonna do that all day? Like, they're not even talking about shorter school days. They're not talking about 4-day weeks, nothing like that. No, they're just like, no, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna figure out how to socially distance 8-year-olds. You know, like, we're gonna leave them sitting stark still in their chairs all day. Don't stand up. If you have to go to the bathroom, go in a straight line. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, honestly, there's no high school in the city of Boston. There's no high school in the city of Boston that you can be 6 feet apart the whole time. None. Not a single one that I can. Like, think about trying to be 6 feet apart in Snowden, bro. That shit is like a fucking box, bro. It's like a shoe box, my guy.
Half the schools that are in school settings that don't even make sense. Like, there needs to be like you posted on Facebook today, like a lot of people actually rethinking our whole educational system. It's not gonna work to have a bunch of kids trapped in a school for the regular like 7 to 8 hours, and and we have to also remember kids stay in school longer than that. Kids be in school from like 7 a.m. to like 5 p.m.
Yeah, I mean all the extracurricular, like there are a lot of things people are talking about in terms of like I understand people need childcare, like I feel that, but we have to, the way that school is set up right now is not the way to during a pandemic. Like, and also anybody talking about like metrics people are supposed to be meeting, that's bullshit. Like it's bullshit. Like I really don't care if students lose a year of school for the fact that it's like, as long, like if you actually support these people's families, they won't lose out on that much education. Like if people are able to, give their kids books and computers and not have to work from 12 a.m. to
if you have support
12 p.m.
these kids will be fine. Kids have been fine before. Like kids will, like, things happen. Kids can disappear from school. Things happen to your family. This time shouldn't be a time where it's like the apocalypse and the end of the world for your education. Like, it doesn't, like, if your kid can't read at the level they're supposed to read next year, don't like kill yourself. Like, just take it easy and like,
especially, I'm saying especially for like high school, like if you're like ninth grade and up, like that you've already reached the point where you know how to learn. That's the most important part about school, is knowing how to learn. You reach the point where you know how to learn, so you should be able to, like, 1 year of high schoolers not being in school, they like, there's a lot of self-learning opportunities, self-directed learning, or like even there are ways to make like just get kids engaged in the stuff that they like there's a kid who wants to learn about an entire computer system. There's a kid out there who wants to learn that. There's a kid who like me, who wants to read books about fucking history all day. That, like, these people. There's a kid who wants to do art. Like, these are noble, useful pursuits that, things that people should develop that they actually don't get a chance to develop in our traditional school system. Like, it's time to rethink that shit.
It's in fact the perfect time.
Like, this is exactly the time to rethink it.
It's always people saying, "Oh, now is not a good time." Like, it's not good to do right now. Maybe in a few years. Well, how about now? How about now when you already have to rethink about everything? Because we know, like, sure, those statistics, the short like studies that we have say that children can't pass, like they can't get corona as much as like adults, but that doesn't mean you can't pass it out on to adults, your teachers, your staff, the janitors, because janitors, I want to remind people, are not typically young. Middle-aged janitors were not young.
I mean, any if they ever go near any cafeteria staff, if they like,
our old ladies at school, all them old Asian lady, the old white lady, the old Hispanic ladies, they're you gonna give them corona and kill them?
They're like, and also like I said, especially for high school, I just can't figure how they're gonna do this. Like, how is it possible? Because you won't even be getting the level of education that you're gonna get. Like, so if I was planning to take 3 APs next year, or 1 AP, like, I can't sit in the AP class because I'm not in, I can't have all the APs. So like, if all the kids are in there, like, would have passed into math and science and whatever, like how is this helpful? And then what happens like, for real, like what happens the year after next when like kids are going to college and stuff? Like nobody's made it clear like how this is really going to work. And then like, college, man, onto the fucking universities.
Onto college is facts. And with this freaking Trump administration trying to make sure that international students can't come back. But luckily, Harvard and MIT filed a lawsuit against it today. And then a bunch of schools were making workarounds where like professors, and they were like, in Berkeley specifically was one of the big schools that started this, but the students were like petitioning to form classes for international students specifically to work around this stupid shit. But luckily, if this lawsuit like works quickly, which lawsuits like this tend to, then these people will be better off. But
we forgot to put on the list about the Supreme Court and their fucking decision they made today. Which I forgot what it was, but go look it up.
Because they did. They did one about.
It was about they made the one about that one, but they made the one about abortion. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so
That's
yeah,
why they were tweeting about
the
it.
internet, it's fucked up because schools like UMass Boston and like Bunker Hill, community colleges, commuter schools, they're gonna be fucked up if international students aren't able to go to those schools. Like, think about how many international students you see at Suffolk, at UMass Boston, at Bunker Hill, at all those places. Like, Bunker Hill does not have an endowment big enough to last if all the international students weren't there. Like,
Insane. Like, you
like that's literally
can't.
like it's literally they're literally like
It's almost like a death
systemic.
sentence
Yeah, it's
for the higher ed
it's
system.
just they're destroying public education. That is the goal. It's the
Facts,
goal
that
has
is-
always been to privatize education, privatize anything that America can privatize. They'll privatize anything. Like, if you can make money off of it, they'll make money off of it. Like, this is the shit that we cannot allow. This is why we have to talk about systems. We have to talk about capitalism. We have to talk about, like, this is not happening in a vacuum. Like, that's a thing. Like, we're thinking too small game. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna jump off this. There's nothing to say. Like, don't do it. Just why are you doing that? It doesn't make any. It doesn't make any. Like, it makes zero sense. And then Trump was talking about if the schools don't open, he'll cut funding. You're gonna cut funding in September of an election year. You are. Yeah, smart idea. Do it, please. I'm begging him to do it. Yo, Trump is such an idiot, man. How, like, imagine being an incumbent president. And you could really fucking rig this shit. You could rig the fuck out of this shit. This nigga's so fucking stupid. He can't even rig the shit. Like, bruh. Like, come on. Like, it's crazy.
We still need a soundboard.
Yo, I'm getting a soundboard soon.
We still need one.
It's crazy. But
What did Lee say? Lee said, yo, all the money these schools will lose if those international students don't come, billions with a capital font, 100 B's.
bro, it's dead at like I said, and like it's insanity. And then real quick, all these schools too, y'all need to chill on that little tuition. Not tuition, it's not even a tuition, it's everything else. Chill on all them fucking fees. Like, when niggas can't even come to campus, what are you doing? I don't need a fucking meal fee. I don't need this fee. I don't need that. I can't come there. Like, you're not gonna sit here and charge me $50,000 a year, get me in debt. I can't even come to the fucking place. I'm not even getting the college experience. I can learn this on YouTube at this point. Like, I'm so, like, like, I'm not talking any shit about the professors or anything like that. I know professors do a lot of hard work. But the schools themselves, nah, man, you gotta get there. You gotta fix that shit. That shit ain't it. Like, but anyway, I think what did I talk about when I was talking about the colleges? Anyway,
a lot. In general, it's fucked up. I know that I follow some people that live like in the South in Georgia, and they're being forced to decide if they're gonna send their kids back to school, or if their kids are gonna go back virtually. And I don't even know how, like, you can even fathom the thought of, like, sending your kid back to school. Like, if I was still specifically in college for my thinking, because if I was in high school, it wouldn't be my thinking, it would be my mom's that would be affecting me. But if I was in college, I would be like, what's the point? Because virtual classes suck. They still want you to pay the same.
Dog. It'd be a gap year time. It would be the gap year time because a college, you already get sick off nothing in college anyway.
You
imagine
what is it called? They call it the plague that like freshmen get, and you got like a
I got a freaking plague, bro. Just sick for weeks. Don't know what. I've never been sick like that in my fucking life.
Yo, Kyra, I felt this. Literally couldn't even afford to get to class in days.
Yo,
no, you don't even want to hear about sometimes when I had to like scour my mom's room for some quarters to get on that damn bus.
Bro, my mom, she had a whole quarter collection. R.I.P. that quarter collection. Like, because no, like and this is, we joke about it, but like poverty kind of sucks, guys. And it's like especially in Boston where it's like you could literally be making like, somebody would die for $50,000 a year in some other place, but in Boston you're sitting here trying to like support yourself on $50,000 a year. It's basically impossible. And then imagine trying to support yourself on 20,000 or 10 or none. Like, we're fucked. bro, we're fucked. Anyway, let's jump into Boston.
Well, okay. First we'll start with that Black Lives Matter mural. You know, one thing I want to mention is it's an Alhambra thing. I didn't know a mural was still a mural if it was like on the street.
Ground. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Because I thought in my head also, a mural was like something you look at.
When I hear mural, I don't think of like words, but that's cool. Like my thing about it is that it's cool and all that, but like niggas is not gonna be in Nubian Square in like 2 seconds, and that Black Lives Matter shit is not gonna help that situation. Like
gotta open that door. BRB, keep talking.
Man, you distracted me now.
I'm sorry. We're not gonna be living here. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, no, it's we're being gentrified. Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
I'm sorry.
We're being like really gentrified out. And to like just to put something like that, you know, it's like it's just like every other time there's a racial issue in Boston. You know, they find the quickest, cheapest bandage to, you know, to slap on there. Like it's a mural in Nubian Square, naming Nubian Square. These things are not helping the Black community in Boston in any way, shape, or form. Like niggas will have a Black Lives Matter sign and hate Black people, call the cops on Black people, be mad uncomfortable with Black people. Like you, like I don't know. Like I just think that when we accept like these small things and we want to thank people for like, oh well, at least he cares, at least he's thinking about it, that's when we don't get shit. Oh wow, Alejandra all showing off everything.
Sorry, it's a little mess. It's okay, you know, it's Corona.
Life.
It's not supposed to be clean.
Life, bro. Are you gonna be able to get back?
We're gonna figure it out. Yes.
Kayan?
Yes. Hi.
Introduce yourself or something.
I'm Kayan.
I'm Kayan.
I hope they can hear you.
I'm Kayan, and I'm uncultured swine, and I hope to learn more.
Okay. Hey, people are talking. We got Santiago. We got Lee. We got Lives is a different color. What color is it? What color is the Lives in the mural? It's a different color. Anyway, but yeah, like those are like when we accept small things like that, I feel like we just not.
I need to see that. Where do you see that?
Are you in my watch party?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. It's gone now.
Anywho, yeah, when you accept like little tokens of symbolic stuff,
like no, I'm not talking about anything. I'm not talking about anything that's not policy. Like policy is important.
Oh,
policy is necessary. Like that's the only thing that we should be. Either policy or dismantle the shit. Y'all never want to fucking just burn shit down. So I guess we gotta advocate for policy.
I'm all for burning things down.
You, yes. Everybody else would be like, wow. Nah, I'm kidding, guys. But seriously, like these little like renaming shit, like painting murals, making a racial equity division with no like Black people or community input. That's nothing. That's nothing. Especially when, you know, when that budget that the niggas agreed to, like it's a slap in the face. $10 million is what they took off. I want you to know, 10 million out of what? 13 million? 300 million?
What's that thing called? There was a Boston Globe, Boston and race. Where do we go from here? Talk today with the mayor, Monica Cannon Grant, Shagun, and the new person that's running the equity bullshit, because the chief equity person. And Marty Walsh was talking about how that 12 million is so like, sorry, my brain, how that 12 million was like going to cause such a strain on the police, and how they have to deal with fireworks and so much happening right now.
Okay, they have to deal with fire. Them niggas don't even live in the city. They're not dealing with no fucking fire. Yo, they don't want us to pull up that study about where Boston police officers live. They don't want us to do it. Because I literally knew Boston police officers that were like moving out of the city as I knew them. Like Fuck off. Y'all not dealing with fireworks. In fact, I've not seen a police officer since the protest started, which is cool because I don't fuck with the police. They can stay gone. Thanks. But I'm not like, let's not pretend the police are doing the hardest work they've ever done. They're not. Like, they're big mad. Commissioner Twitter fingers, he just, I don't know. He probably, I don't know, being off somewhere. I don't know what the fuck that nigga does. But
no one knows what he does.
Like,
Beat off.
It's crazy.
I don't want to.
It's crazy because I actually know that man like in person, so it's even worse for me to insult him like that. But this is why I'm able to say this is because I really have experience working with police officers trying to reform police from, you know, with police officers, and that shit does not work. It just doesn't work. I know it from experience. In fact, the place I did it with stopped doing it because
it doesn't work. Like the fact that famously. Are you Keith? Is that what he asked him?
He said, Are you
Kevin?
Kevin.
It was Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever watch that Are You Kevin video where a Boston police officer is pretty much harassing this young black dude just walking, asking him, Are you Kevin? A bunch of times and asking where Kevin is going because he thinks his name is Kevin. That's somebody that me and Malaysia sat in the same room with.
They did a whole expo on him on fucking CBS. Talked about how now that he met this, you know, one of my former coworkers, he understands that he can't judge books by their cover and whatnot. And then, you know, a couple years later, he was fucking FIOing it up. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about FIOs. Let's
put some that in your poem.
No, that was Taya.
Let's
talk about.
Sorry, I disrespected you a little bit.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about. What the fuck?
That was an inside joke. I'm sorry.
You fucked me up now. I was gonna say. Let's talk about that people just remembering that study that said like black families have $8 in comparison to white families like 100,000, 200,000. That's been out since 2016. Like it's been out so long that my boss wanted me to put that in a poem like about that stat. I don't really know how I was supposed to put that in a poem. I'm gonna need that person to still explain that to me to this day. But you know, we've been new. Like Massachusetts, Boston, it's just so inequitable. Like it's inequitable. Like it just is. Like this is all information. Like it's amazing to me because I've been so entrenched in it for so long that I forget that people would have never heard of that shit. And that's what I wanted to talk about quick about that thing the Boston Globe did and that Monica and Shagum were on today. Like that's cool and all, but like that shit wasn't really like if your thing is only a Zoom link, that's not accessible. Like no. Zoom sucks. I don't want to be on there, especially not if I'm not like an actual person like talking. Like, it's really hard to hear people on Zoom. Like,
30-second segment.
You should just live stream. Like, go ahead.
30-second segment. Fuck Zoom. Get on Google Meets or fucking Discord.
Discord's
even Facebook Messenger's video is better than fucking Zoom. Stop using Zoom. Stop.
And don't use
using
Skype.
Zoom.
That audio was terrible.
God, I fucking can't stand it. The only people that I like accepted from are like my close friends, and that's just because there's no point in arguing over what we use to play fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Stop using Zoom for other shit.
Yo, though. Zoom is super like that. Like that's real spyware. Like you know, that's the other fun thing. Like they were talking about banning TikTok as if every social media site is not spyware. Facebook literally just got in trouble like 2 seconds ago for being. It's really spyware, but you know, you are the product. By the way. We can talk about that.
Yeah, every social media that you are not really paying for, you are the product. Facebook is not a product. Facebook is taking your data, the weird shit you look up, and selling it to people. And that's how they make money.
This is going to be a great one because it's like it's a rant. It's so good.
Because we just haven't done it so long. We're like...
okay, vote.
What's that say? Vote. No, that's the city council vote.
Oh yeah.
Which we briefly touched
on that. Black Lives Matter. Just Black Lives Matter in general.
Oh yeah, it's been. Yeah, we talked about it in the beginning of this episode, but the protests about Black Lives Matter have been going on for almost 2 months. Soon it'll be 2 months, but pretty much 45 days in certain states of consistent like protesting, especially like Minnesota and like Baltimore, New York, those bigger major places. There are major protests happening every day, just people out there protesting and protesting. But I don't know if y'all know this. Protesting just one day is a lot of like work. And especially when like a lot of these places you're getting tear gassed, you're getting attacked by the police, you're getting harassed by the police.
Yeah.
The people that are paid to protect you at a protest
Yeah, anyway.
are attacking you. But
Then we got a lot of people getting lynched. That's fun. 1950 over here, like, hey, you know.
They said it was roaring 20s, 2020. We gotta go back.
We gotta go back to when the
heard.
KKK was at its height.
Yeah, time to go back.
They said birth of a nation.
I do not agree. Thanks.
Well, you know, so people have been saying, you know, if you're gonna go on weird nature walks or hikes and shit that niggas be liking to do, don't go alone. Probably don't, especially if you're like y'all know where y'all can't go. Like Black people, we know where we probably shouldn't go alone. So don't do it.
Don't do it.
Kane, have anything to say?
Yeah. Fucking fireworks. I know you guys probably covered that shit.
No,
Not
we
really.
didn't. Go ahead.
Here's a rant. Fucking fireworks. I'm tired of sitting in my friend's room from time to time and feeling the fucking building shake. And the building is made of brick and painted over brick that's been around for years. So if I'm feeling this fucking strong ass foundation of a building shaking because of fucking fireworks, then you need to stop.
Now on July 4th, they really had like them Esplanade fireworks. They really had them like about to burn down the whole neighborhood fireworks. I said, guys, I can see where
They
it's
had the
coming
Boston
from.
Pops in the background.
I
playing for
said, bro, I can see where that firework is coming from. It's too close to me. And it was really big. But actually, I don't think I've heard many since July 4th, which is good.
the day. Was it the day? When was it?
I said many. I've heard some.
Yeah, the day after they were wilding. Like they just wanted to pop off some real quick before. And this recent obsession with starting to pop off a bunch of fireworks before it rains is sick. Y'all some sick ass motherfuckers. And also, I need to understand how this works. If in every single Facebook group for every town in Boston, we're all complaining about the same thing. The news is talking about it. Twitter's talking about it. Facebook's talking about it. How is it still such an issue? And that is where conspiracy theory me is starting to truly believe all these conspiracy theories.
My thing is that I've lived in the hood. I've lived in the hood for like mad long. Like I've lived in the same place since for at least 20 years plus. So like and niggas be doing fireworks way before July 4th. Like let's be clear. Like niggas will really start like right after my birthday. They'll really start like May 20th to do some fucking fireworks. They will, right? I have never seen people every single night since like April 23rd or 25th or something. Every single night. Like, where are you getting? How? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like,
and it's $40 is not.
It's
cheap.
not. That's not just yo.
If
when
you're buying
broke,
those Phantom Groupon $40, give me the $40. I will show you a better time, and not in a creepy way. I'm talking about I'll just make you some food, and then you can go to sleep. Like that episode of The Boondocks.
Oh yeah.
This is what happens when you make me watch TV shows.
Yeah.
In the New Times, I mention them a lot.
4th of what people saying 4th of July.
Yeah, like he was extra on Private Ryan. And
Yo, it's real. It was scary. Like I was like, man, and I think around here they do them at this specifically the worst time. Like 4th of July,
they did it at 10 a.m. was quite funny.
You can't see the fireworks. 4th of July though, I woke up. It was 5 a.m. Fireworks were still going off. I said, oh. And then I woke up to see Julia Mejia asking how late the fireworks went near people. I said, okay, well.
You know, while we're on here, I would just like everybody to know that we, as insert name here, talked very highly about Julia Mejia prior to her winning her election. And I feel very proud that she is doing what we want her to do, because rarely do these motherfuckers do what I want them to do.
I'm glad she's still accountable to her community.
She be right on Facebook like, what y'all think about this?
So you guys,
all those racists be like, I hate this, and she'd be like, why? And they'd be like, cause I'm racist, basically. It's not what they say, but it's what they say.
You might as well say it.
But I like it, so I appreciate you, Julia. You probably don't see this, but if you do see it, there you go.
Maybe. And then I guess on a similar vein, the violence that's been going on in our neighborhoods is not it.
It's not okay.
There's so many like, yeah, it's crazy because
trying to get the numbers, but
the best part is that like we all knew it was coming even before Corona. Like,
yeah, we had 7 murders in less than a week.
People were actively trying to get ahead of this a couple months ago, like back in January, December. And then this Corona hit.
We were screaming about it last year, how bad stuff is gonna get bad, and then we just watched it.
And then Corona hit, and that made it even worse. It's not like this is a time where we really need to be coming together as a community to like really figure this out. Like clearly what we've been doing is not working. Like we really need community solutions. Policing is not working. It's never worked. So like there has to be another way. We got to think about this because like we're just like watching like it's been a long time since it's been this bad in Boston. Like we don't want it to get this bad. Like we don't want to go back to that. We don't like
there's a whole generation of specifically older Black men and Latino. When I say Black, me and Malaysia will always mean Afro-Latinos, which are often the Dominicans, Puerto Ricans that exist within Boston. Thank you. A whole generation of Black, specifically men, that like are like still affected by this, and they talk about it, and nothing changes.
And it's like we know, like we all know these people. Like we directly, a lot of these people are organizers. A lot of these people, like a lot of people who survived that, you know, became active in their community, and it's like we really need to be figuring out solutions. Like that is where we need to be giving people funding. Like we giving the funding to the wrong people. We give funding to I'm about to say corporations. We do, but we give funding to organizations that are not connected with our community, don't know our community, don't know who from who, don't know that gang shouldn't hang out with that gang. I'll never fucking get over that Roca let a man get killed. Like, so let's never forget. But like these are nuances that people from this community know, and that a lot of other people do not know, especially white people. Like, and since Boston is such a city full of nonprofits, such a place for people to go and feel like they're doing something or to build their career in politics. And that basically means that all the people who are supposed to be representing us are only thinking about themselves. Mm-hmm. They're always looking for their step up, or they're looking to just stay in cruise. Like a lot of the people in the positions you don't think about just staying cruise, the register of deeds. Who's the register of deeds? Like, because that nigga just stays there and chills. Like,
or the probate, or their, excuse me, sir. This is a fancy production.
This is a professional situation right here, my nigga.
What was that saying?
The probate.
Oh, yeah, there are many positions that exist. Well, the probate specifically, I'll mention because it's one that deals with the courts. And if you don't know, probate's kind of important when you kind of want access to your courts and access to kind of transparency within the system. You can't have that if you keep electing the same type of probates and the same type of people in these positions. Or you keep electing the same person because you don't know who's running.
And they're running unopposed. There should be, in Boston, like especially in Boston, there is no reason that any candidate, any district, any ward, whatever, no reason that any of them should be running unopposed. Like there are so many people. Like this is a time where we got to just jump in. Like if we're trying to do this the policy way, this is the time to jump in, get on a campaign, start a campaign. Like, and I think that a lot of the young people, a lot of people in our general age range are really they're jumping for that. They jumping for that. What Lee say?
Lee said, "Who's the cool guy again? He's my new favorite. Santiago who?"
Santiago was fired like 12 times. I love my
Santiago
homie
was fired
Santiago.
after, like, the second episode.
Yo, Santiago's fired. When the next time Santiago's on here, he's gonna be fired again because that's just Santiago behavior.
But
but-
this is Kane, my boyfriend. He's
Yeah,
the cool
Her
guy.
jump off.
I'm the cool guy. I'm the
Cool.
guy. The
Lee-
cool guy.
Lee,
Jump
don't
off,
t-
cool guy.
Lee,
Don't
don't
make
tell
him
him
feel-
that.
don't make him
Don't
feel
tell him
cool.
that, bro.
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
Anywho, let's go on to something. Ooh, speaking of politics and of people that don't deserve to be in politics,
Ooh, I want to know.
there's this certain man. He is named. I forgot his first name. What's his next name? Is it Joe? What's his name?
Joe Kennedy.
I forgot his first name. I'm sorry. There's
Joe
so many
Kennedy.
of them.
I saw this Twitter that said, "Why is Joe Kennedy running?" And like that was the name of the Twitter. That was their like name and their like it was everything. Their ad name, their name. I was like, fair enough, because why is Joe Kennedy running? That's a real question. Because like homie hasn't presented anything
Substantial?
Like, I think he's really thinking off the strength of that Kennedy name. He's going to be getting it. Like, he said, yeah, boy. I'm like, but the thing is, like, I don't know. Ed Markey's a motherfucker because he's really quiet. But, like, he does have pretty good policies usually. But, like, man, I don't think we should be propping up political dynasties.
His one flaw, which is the reason why Kennedy has just the bit of a strong campaign, is that Ed don't be coming out into the community.
Yo.
He doesn't come out. I've never seen him come out to any community.
I've never seen Ed Markey in my life. And that's a problem. This is what I would say. If me and Alejandro have never seen the candidate ever, then you're not here. You're not here. Like, because we used to go to fucking town meetings for fun. Like, we go to these events just because we're nerds, because we like it. Like, we used to go listen to the old people yell at Kim Janey about the broken sidewalk and how that one man fell every day. Still don't get it. Why did you let him go outside? That's it. But fix the sidewalk. That's the most important part. But like, if we've never seen you, like Mike Capuano, never seen that man. He was 20 years or more. Mike Capuano.
He's the person Ayanna Pressley unseated.
20 years or more. I had never seen that. The first time I saw that man's face was on a poster. I said, "Oh, that's what he looked like."
The first time I realized who he was when they had me look up who my representative was, and I said, "Who's Mike Capuano? Who's that?"
But then you think about, your dream squad, like Ayanna Pressley, and I'm like, this is a thing. Like, Black people do not have a unified political conscience, but like, we kind of agree sometimes, I'd rather roll with a Black person I hate than a white person I hate. So
I think there are a lot of things that there's more that we agree on. There's enough for us to agree on that we're like, all right, fuck it. I guess I can rock with you, but like, I don't want to.
Like, it's like, but like, we really, I think we're not, like, in terms of, structural change, we really got to think like deeply, and we have to be willing to sacrifice for that shit. Like, cause I mean, it really needs to be a community wide situation. We can't do it if only some people are doing it. Like, we really all have to be ready to say, like, this is untenable. We cannot live this way. And
Black agenda.
I think, we should come together as a community at some point, away from all the white people, no white people allowed. Come together and talk about what we want as a Black community. We have to make our own social media site. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say after that.
But a Black agenda. If you didn't know, we haven't had a Black agenda for 50 years almost, maybe longer at this point. I can't remember. It was like 1970s where they got together and made an actual Black agenda. They brought in, I think it was in Gary, Indiana, a bunch of Black people from around the country came together and brought forth an agenda. We haven't had one since then. And I think that is a pitfall in our political kind of strength, is that because of our regional differences and differences like that, we haven't come together and formed an actual full agenda. So,
can we quick talk about Christian Cooper and Amy Cooper? So the dude who was the bird watching Black dude, he was kind of he was kind of dilfy, He was kind of like a silver fox or something. Homie is talking about, I don't, he said, I won't put his voice like that because it would have been a fair argument. He said, I don't want to cooperate with the DA because I'm not trying to put homegirl in prison. I see it because, fuck the whole system, dismantle it. It's really important to not contribute to the prison industrial system. But then he went on to say, like, basically, like, we should ruin her life or she doesn't deserve it. She's been punished enough. No, she has not. Calling the police on a black person in the way that she did, especially for no reason, is an act of racial violence. Yeah. It's an act of violent white supremacy.
He's attacking me and my dog.
And it's beyond him. Like, I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, but like when these things happen to people and they get on a public stage and they affect all of us, it's beyond Christian. It's beyond what Christian wants now. It's like I'm sorry.
The snowball is already.
I'm sorry. Like when we allow racists to get away with stuff like that, we put all black people in danger. We do. Absolutely. And so no, like because nobody learned their lesson because people was doing it the same day, same week, same, like they didn't care. Like every day we see a new white person being nuts. Like we gotta. I don't know.
I personally think we should do one of two things. Either a shame walk through the city,
Game of Thrones style.
Okay. Or we start bringing back the Salem witch trials.
We have to get a townward.
We bring back the Salem witch trials, but anytime a white person calls the police on a black person, we burn them.
Okay.
All right. To Radical Corner. We'll go back.
Okay. I hate you.
So this is why we're going to interchange the background man.
Yeah, Dig is abundant of low value, so you could just switch them out. They're like it's like like a Polly Pocket, you just switch out
you change the dress out a little,
you just clip it off, clip it on. Anyway.
Hey.
Yeah. Like our comrade said, it's above him now. Like this whole situation is above him. Don't be racist, and then your life won't get ruined. It's very simple to me.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's hard.
In her life, to be quite honest, her life isn't really ruined because
she's fine.
In a couple months, no one will remember.
As if she was gonna go to prison for that. Come on, that white lady was never going to prison. Like, let's not act like the system is enforced equally to all people. Like, it's not like a white woman is gonna get the same treatment as a black man if she goes to the court system. The system is made for her specifically. In fact, made to protect white women's innocence. That the system. So
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I totally forgot about Amy Cooper until you brought her up just right now.
It's because he came out with that today. It's because the DA tried to put charges on her, and he said he didn't want to cooperate. But that's cool. I mean, whatever.
Oh, the Supreme Court's probably one of the last things we wanted to talk about.
SCOTUS. They basically said they're dicks.
Oh, to opt out of providing free birth control coverage.
Yeah, which. See, they're allowing employers to opt out of providing birth control coverage on the basis of religious bullshit, which would be fine if we literally didn't have to get insurance from our employers. Like, we literally cannot get insurance. Like, you really can't get insurance not from your employer. Like, it's really kind of hard and kind of impossible and ridiculously expensive. So my employer's religion is not in my uterus, and I don't know why their religion should decide if I am able to get health care. What if I have like a hormone condition where I need birth control or an abortion?
As we know, they never take into the factors that birth control is not for just one thing. It's not just
like you're trying to keep the
this is like that's as big as the government can get when it's fucking inside of my universe. Like
what did somebody post since this came out? I saw a bunch of tweets that my brain wasn't connecting because my brain's gone now. But they were like, so y'all are very offended about being forced to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And you don't see the issue with
like, they're like, oh, my body's sovereignty. But they're like, oh, you can be forced to carry a fucking parasite in your body. until it's not a parasite anymore.
And then care for the parasite.
And then you have to take care of it.
And then also, if that parasite was put in your body by force and you want to get rid of it, the person who put it there by force can now sue
to take care of
to take care of said parasite.
I'm like, okay, so women are incubators. Sounds good. Sound good. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys probably have noticed that the quarantine, it's killed every gentle portion of me. I'm done being gentle, especially to white people. Some white folks found that out on my Facebook very recently. Yeah. That I'm done.
Y'all can be gentle to each other.
Y'all can jack off each other. And I don't care.
I'll just take 10 seconds here. Mm-hmm. This is back to the whole birth control thing. You guys are fucking it up for me, huh? Guys? Huh?
Like, what?
Old white men. You're fucking it up for the rest of other men, by making it so that women can't do things that they need to do. So then now I become irrelevant. And now I'm part of a demographic that is of abundance and of low value.
Yes.
Because you all keep telling women what to do with their... Fuck you. That's it.
Yo, and on that note, no, I'm kidding. What does that say?
Carlos said that's nuts, pun intended. Oh, Allison left 2 comments. Do you want to read them? One of her comments was about racism and how, white people have been living very well within the constructs of racism. So to them, their lives getting destroyed by racism was obviously kind of nutso. But it's 2020. You have to adapt to the world. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, we've done it. I know it's very foreign to white people because everybody's had to work around you.
Yeah.
But now we are done working around you. You can work around us.
And that I shared a great article today about the place of that, about how white leftists need to accept black people and people of color, black people, as leaders in this movement, and they really do. Like, I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter. Did I think he got race right most of the time? No, he didn't. A lot of the time, because he didn't want to say it out loud, right? But this is the thing. When I have a complaint like that about somebody I support, I fucking say it. I fucking shout it. I say, what the fuck is wrong with this son of a bitch? What do people do when they have a complaint about somebody they support? They shut up. If somebody else has a complaint about somebody they support, they scream at them. Hey, listen, you know what? I think black people, we're really loose with our support. We're really easy with it. It doesn't take much for us to be like, well, maybe we're very forgiving people. I gotta say, we gotta stop it. Yeah. Like, we really gotta stop it. We really gotta hold people accountable. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll say about Joe Biden specifically. I don't care if you're gonna vote for him. I'm gonna vote for him, right? We cannot just go around and be like, no, it's fine, I'm gonna vote for him. We have to get the other person out. Cool, yeah, right. But was the status quo good for you? Like, I need a black person to quickly tell me how my life would be improved, their life would be improved from right now to back to the status quo. Like, what is going to change for black people when we go back to the status quo? And I'm not saying that Donald Trump isn't dangerous. The man is, he's like literally incompetent. Like, he's incapable of doing the job that he's been assigned. Like, he doesn't like Mitch McConnell. I hate him, but he's literally capable. He would be capable of being a president for functioning as a president. It would suck. It would be terrible. It would be terrible. It would suck. But he like Donald Trump is incompetent. He's unable to do that job. And I agree. But that doesn't mean that the other person, just because they're the other person, gets to just be like, yeah, they're gonna coast. They can say whatever they want, do whatever they want, fumble whatever they want, pick whoever they want. No, that's not it. Like,
also, still doesn't have a VP, which is quite interesting.
And I'm not, bro. Like, it's right. Like, and we need that now, because that man is not. He's not up here. He's not all there.
It's July, and Kamala the cop is still not his VP. Like, everybody thought she was gonna be.
Bro, and he better be looking at Nina Turner then.
Cop with a K. Also, I have this problem with people who think that, like, you have to,
facts.
Like, your feedback for somebody is automatically a dissent from, like, a choice on something. Like, if I have feedback for Joe Biden, if I'm saying, like, all right, cool, fine, vote for Joe Biden because that's who we have right now. But also, you're not you can't you can't fucking sit there and say that there's nothing bad to be said about this man, or there's nothing that, like, there's no feedback to be had for this man, or whatever.
And they said
But,
buy
like,
guns.
Fuck, what was I saying?
Well,
Yeah, no, that it's like not mutually exclusive. Like, you're allowed to have feedback for the thing that you. I had a meeting with my head of my HR, and she literally said that, like, it's okay to, like, love something, even though I don't fucking love Joe Biden. I'm saying, like, even it's okay to like love something or support something or like be behind something and still fucking have feedback for that thing. And if you don't have the feedback for that thing, then you're just blindly following something, and
Like-
you're no better than the people who fucking blindly followed douche canoe,
Douche canoe.
fucking what's his name, Mr. Garrison in fucking 45 right now. Is Mr. Garrison.
I don't know. I don't get that reference.
For those of you who watch South Park, you'll know that Mr. Garrison has accurately portrayed fucking Donald Trump.
What was I gonna say? I just I think about like being in a relationship with somebody. Like, if somebody's fucking up, are you just gonna be like, well, I love them?
Well, according to Reddit, yes.
Or you're just gonna be like, yeah, well, I love them. No, that's not. You're supposed to be telling people, like, when they're fucking up. Like, if I'm fucking up, Alejandro tell me I'm fucking up. Like, why can't I do that for a fucking presidential candidate? I don't know who is supposed to be accountable to me.
I wake up and breathe, and they tell me I'm fucking up. So I don't understand why that can't be scalable to the fucking president, who's more important than me to the rest of the country.
To the rest of the world, the entire world. The entire world.
I appreciate that.
You're not, but it's okay.
Ugh.
All right. You know, way too forgiving, for real. They said get guns on Twitter. I mean, fair enough.
You know, until like probably last year, I was very anti anybody having guns. I really don't mess with people having guns.
Bruh.
Like, guns are just, you know, it's maybe the way I grew up, just who I am. Guns just don't make sense to me. But the more and more things happen, the more it's seeming that for our own, like, livelihood and protection, we need to buy guns to protect ourselves from potentially white people acting a fool.
I'm just saying, like, if y'all are me also not really a gun person. Never, don't mind. You have a gun, none of my business. You with me, you have a gun, it's none of my business either. But my thing is like, if we try to, like, if there's never been a peaceful revolution, and we need a revolution. This is not a fix sort of issue. Like, if we're really being honest, there's no reform that can fix the issue enough. So we need to be prepared for revolution. That's it. Like, I'm not gonna act all crazy, whatever, but I just got to think about that. I mean,
y'all have to think about the fact that the landscape politically, socially has changed a lot in the past 5 years.
And then we also have to think about our environment. We have to think about the fact that, like, we're hurtling towards climate disaster.
Yeah, Jay mentioned crossbows, and I was like, yeah, like, we need to have, like, and Allison, who was watching a few minutes ago, I don't know if you're still watching, but she mentioned go bags a few weeks ago, and I was like,
yeah, we were thinking about that too.
We were all talking about, like, how do we prepare a plan if something, like, let's say environmentally happens, and we all need to kind of find a way to meet together to make sure that we can all survive better. How do we do that when, you know, the world is what the world is? What do we need to prepare? What do we need? Do we need people that know how to use crossbows like Jay? Do we need people that know how to use guns? People that know how to do EMT stuff? Like, these are things we have to consider now, because the world is changing. It's not the way it used to be anymore.
And I think more on, like, the topic of, like, what, like, let's talk about, like, positive things and what we want to change. You know, I complain a lot, but I think we really need to start thinking about how we separate ourselves from the system. Like I'm not just talking about having a black business and being a black capitalist, but I'm talking about, like, really building your community. How do we as business owners support our community and make sure that our business is doing net positive, like, it's not harming people. Like, that's very important, I think, it's important to us. and we have to survive. We want to live comfortable, but we have to reconcile the fact that when you get to the point of where you're living comfortable, you're probably making somebody else hella uncomfortable. And I'm not talking about because they're jelly. I'm talking about capitalism. It requires somebody to be on the bottom. No. Somebody's always going to be on the bottom, and that we need to be moving away from that system in any way possible. It's hard to break through. We're a small community, but these are things that we really have to be thinking about long term because I recently saw a video of Angela Davis, and I'll paraphrase what she said, but basically she was like, people who've been doing this work for a long time, years and years, realize that reforms only bolster the system because it makes it more legitimate. When people reform, it's the same thing with the murals. It bolsters the system because it makes it seem as if something's happening when nothing's happening. Yeah. And I think that with our Black leaders and stuff like that, we've gotten so tied into the system that we're not opposing it anymore. And the system is actively destroying the communities that these people are supposed to be representing. So that when we're thinking about I'm especially thinking about local government, when we're thinking about small government and local government, we really need to be thinking about who is in these positions, what they're doing, why they're doing it. We need to know these people's names. We need to know these people's numbers, because they need to be held accountable. So
community gardens.
Yo, that's what I was gonna say.
Start gardening. We started a little garden in my house. Start gardening. Start growing your own food. Learning just different things. We are all thinking about finding ways to live together so we can kind of have a communal living situation where we're all able to kind of live together, grow our own food together, because life is not easy alone. And to think that we all are supposed to live alone, we're all supposed to struggle alone, we're not supposed to do that.
Think about the tenets of Kwanzaa.
Always think about the tenets of Kwanzaa.
Harambe! Harambe! No? Anyone?
Yes, I get that reference.
This is our end positive corner to tell people
Harambe.
that there are active things that you can do to kind of prepare yourself. Allison said get street medic training.
Yeah,
already got it.
Yes.
You need to be trained. Let me know.
Kane's on that. There are so many ways to kind of prepare yourself and your families for whatever. And this you might never use it, but there might come a time when living in Boston might not be the most time where Tony Hawk gets the end at the race war.
Yo,
Tony Hawk. I encourage everybody to get.
I'm ready to get Deborah Messing, bro.
Yeah. I encourage everybody to get, if you can, get CPR certified, CPR and AED certified, and if you already were, I was CPR certified 4 years ago. There's a lot of stuff that I still remember, so it's really hard to forget some stuff. I even anecdotally hurt myself, but I really hurt myself a couple years ago, and I used some of that knowledge. I used some of that knowledge to make sure that I didn't bleed out and die. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun story. Maybe we'll tell it on another type of podcast.
Nate mentioned this, and I just want to mention it. Gotta have faith in our people before we can move forward. And this is really important, because of the very individualistic kind of values
we gotta
that
be thinking
America
about
preaches.
Ujima and Ujama.
That there is a big need
for
a lot of people to switch their mindsets about how we work.
Let's get them together, Nate.
I'm talking about this stuff. About how we have to really have faith in our people and our community and kind of work together.
Collective work and responsibility. I told you, Kwanzaa.
Just always think about Kwanzaa and kind of building your community. Who would you love to be around? It's kind of this idea of, for me, being around a lot of Black people is beautiful because there's so much talent, there's so much skill, there's so much faith that I have within our community.
I'm comfortable.
That I feel as though if we all have faith within our community and within ourselves to move forward, that we can make progress. Even if those people that hold us back are still affecting us. There's so much that you can be doing in community, intrapersonal ways that you know, we could go on for hours.
All right, so I think like right now, if anybody has any more comments they want us to talk about real quick, we're about to be done, I think.
Mhm.
But I do want to say that Obvious Nonsense, we have a lot of things coming down the pipeline. We always say that, but it's really true this time.
I
Like
mean,
we're like
this.
actively moving stuff. So y'all about to see all type of things. I know y'all was waiting for some apparel.
It's coming.
Y'all about to see some apparel.
Plus sizes, regular sizes.
Yes, you know, we
Because
got
we are
y'all.
not, what is it? What's when you're like body shaming? Not body shaming, but whatever.
We're body positive or whatever. Not that specific, not the hashtag,
Yeah.
but like the actual idea of being. Anyway, but we're gonna have merch, we're gonna have apparel, and that stuff is coming pretty soon, like in the next months.
Yes.
So
Within like probably the next 2 months, if you know, inshallah, God willing.
God willing, inshallah, yes, indeed.
What's the call it?
God willing.
We're gonna have this. So if you guys have a specific, so I can't. If y'all didn't know, my mom, she does Maria BBB, which is Maria's Bueno Barato y Bello, which is like a Spanglish, a Spanish and English craft show on Mondays and Thursdays. So I can't do this on Monday or Thursdays. So tell me what a good day is for us to do this show. Wednesday seems to work right now. Seems to work today.
Yeah.
So it might be Wednesday. At
Wednesday.
like 7:38, around that time frame. We just gonna get on here,
Yeah.
talk some mess, have y'all kind of join us. We're gonna be on. So right now we're streaming on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.
Yeah.
So you
So
can watch us on
if you
any
have a
of those.
preferred platform, go to it. You know, we got some folks watching on Twitter. We got a lot of folks watching on Facebook. Love you guys, Facebook fam. Y'all know. We be out here strong. But yeah. It was great, man. We're gonna be back next week. Anybody talking?
Nobody talking.
Cool. All right.
Why do you,
Mike, we're
slander.
making sizes, bro.
We go. Everybody.
Mike says he wants more Marty Walsh slander.
Oh, Marty Walsh said I can give you Marty Walsh
Yeah,
slander.
Nate, please give me
Nate,
what I want.
Nate, run that, dog. You know what I'm talking about? You need to run it, right?
If you don't, I'll cry.
You need to run that really quick because you know what I'm talking about.
All
But
right.
Marty Walsh slander really quickly. The man, like, it amazes me why. Like, I'm confused as to why he thinks that he should have this position because he doesn't do shit. Like, he really does. Like, what has Marty Walsh done positively for the city of Boston? I'm not even being facetious. I really can't think of anything Marty Walsh has done positively for the city of Boston. The man is terrible. You know what? I'm riding the Wu train. She about to run. I know she about to run. You know, Wu train gang ain't nothing to fuck with. That's what I'm saying.
The only like relatively okay thing I think Marty Walsh has ever done was bring Fios but that was selfishly. That was selfishly because the nigga wanted Fios in Boston. That was it.
Bro, he tried to bring the Olympics
Yeah.
to Boston.
Never
That was
forget.
it.
Where? Like, to this day.
Marty Walsh also looks like sucks his farts in and smells them from the inside. So
What?
he said slander. I
See,
give you
this-
slander.
All right, this is weird slander.
Extra.
Anywho,
Extra.
we'll see you guys next week. We had fun talking to you guys.
Yeah, it was great. Quarantine. These are about to smack because all y'all are home from quarantine.
It has my brain, running.
Yeah.
So let's see what we do. All right.
Also, yeah. Peace.
Bye.